Listen, I didn't just ignore wisdom, I ran from it. I heard truth and chose comfort. I had the book of Proverbs in the house, but it collected dust while I polished my ego. I looked at my life one day and realized I had chased everything I knew had no value, and I did it on purpose. I ignored my better judgment. I saw the flashing red lights, but I still floored the gas. Because I wanted the validation. I needed the attention. And if I kept feeding myself the lie that somehow, if enough people liked me, it would finally silence what was broken inside. But I was wrong. I was empty, angry, searching for something that I know now could never be found in the outside world. I held on to an image with clenched fists. I built a brand out of dysfunction. I lashed out when it was challenged because I didn't know who I was without the applause. My value wasn't in wisdom. It wasn't in integrity. It was in how good I could dress at that barbecue, how many women I could conquer, how many rooms I could control with charm. I needed to be seen. But let me tell you something that it took me years to learn. Being seen is a poison pill. All eyes on you feel like power until it becomes your prison. And I lived in that prison for years. Several years of performing, several years of lying to myself, several years of knowing better but choosing chaos anyway. And I still ask myself, did I truly not know better? Or was that just the best my undisciplined mind could come up with? Either way, the damage was done. This isn't pity. This isn't finger pointing. This is truth that begged to be brought into the light. You ever hear the saying, if you keep knocking on the devil's door, one day he will answer? Well, he answered. Because I wasn't thriving, I was surviving. And not the kind of survival you see in movies or in the wilderness. This wasn't about food or shelter. This was about spiritual survival. Surviving temptation, surviving lust, surviving the war inside me. I used manipulation like a weapon. I was strategic, calculated, lies stacked on top of lies until even I couldn't find the way out. And when I got exposed, I didn't want healing. I wanted escape. I wanted the problems to vanish. I didn't want to talk, didn't want to be reminded. Because I wasn't a man, I was a storm in a skin suit, selfish to the core, rooted in chaos. In that chaos, it led me to father children out of wedlock, to avoid my responsibilities, to look at the wreckage and still tell myself I was good. And through all of that, I never once cracked open Proverbs, never once pursued wisdom, never once slowed down to ask myself if there was a better way. And if I had, I don't even know if I would have followed it. Because I wanted the pleasure without the principle, the crown without the code, the spoils without the war. But eventually the lights went out. The noise stopped, the masks melted, and there I was, naked, exposed, confronted by the man I swore I was too smart to become. And that's where the real work began. Not in the gym, not on the timeline, not with another plan to look successful, but with the Bible, with truth, with a book of Proverbs that called out everything I wasn't and showed me who I was designed to be. I don't care how far you've fallen, you're not too far gone. You just need a code. You just need the truth. And Proverbs is where it starts. Because wisdom doesn't coddle you, it cuts you, it corrects you, and it rebuilds you into the man God always intended. Your first man in, out.